Theft is a bad thing, right?
Anyway, I found this really weird YouTube channel. This guy posted a really weird video called How to Actually Make, and then a long string of numbers, $/month re-uploading YouTube Shorts. Re-uploading YouTube Shorts. Wait, so isn't re-uploading just stealing? So then I watched the video. It was a step-by-step guide on how to steal TikToks and put them on YouTube. I mean, it's really easy, and he spells out how to do it. It made me wonder who this was actually for, because you'd think that people smart enough to want to steal shit would know how to do it. But then I watched the other videos on his channel, and I realized it's for
what the new breed dig. You ain't no drag. Papa's got a brand new bag.
Ecom Lifter is the YouTuber I found. I shouldn't have to say this, but please don't go harass this guy. Keep him accountable for the horrible things he's doing. Maybe even get him to see this video, but don't harass him. Anyway, I then moved on to another one of his videos called Everyone's Stealing Content. You just F*********ing suck. And it starts like this.
So I'm seeing steal a lot come up from my last video, right? So my last video, I basically just point blank, I don't give a fuck, okay?
Ooh, I'm really glad that he told me he doesn't give a fuck, because the 8-minute long video bitching about how people calling him out would make me think that he actually does give a fuck. He really dodged a bullet on that one. Then the rest of the video is him moaning about how people said that stealing content is actually stealing content. But you know, he doesn't care. He actually cares so little that he checked these people's YouTube channels to see if they had stolen content so that he could point that out. It's a sign of a really strong argument when someone takes one anecdotal piece of evidence that doesn't match that well and uses it to say that these people are wrong. Oh, sorry, 2 pieces of anecdotal evidence. Alright, so why does any of this matter? Well, this guy's talking kind of feels familiar, doesn't it? I mean, during the entire video, he is insulting these people and talking about how he's better and how people stealing content are the best, but especially he's talking about grinding. Wait, so that means he's Sigma? So, let's go back to the original video. About halfway through the video, he says that you need to use Premiere Pro so that you can barely change the stolen TikTok enough to not be sued. Like, seriously, these guys make videos like, this guy was trying to steal the Krabby Patty secret formula, but little did he know that the beans he had eaten earlier would make him fart and die. Anyway, so he's talking about Premiere, and he says that if you don't already have the $20 to pay for it, then you're fucked. This is where we start seeing that he doesn't really have the best interest of his viewers in mind. He easily could have recommended great free editing programs like DaVinci Resolve, but he didn't. Why didn't he? Is he sponsored by Adobe? I mean, I doubt it. I think that it's more about gatekeeping. He's trying to build an image that what he's doing is amazing and better than what you can do. But all you have to do to be awesome like him is steal content too. I mean, this is a classic scam tactic. Make the person feel inferior without the product you're peddling. So this guy is telling people how to steal content. But that's not really the bad part at the end of the day. Let's look at another one of these videos. If you're ugly or broke, this is for you. I mean, really great titles, by the way, but truly a wordsmith. So the video immediately starts with him attributing Abby Shapiro's success to her being quote-unquote cute.
She's cute, she's hot.
You're kind of showing your cards there, man.
And he says that if she was an ugly fat guy, she wouldn't get the views she gets. And since you are an ugly fat guy, you have to work to be better at other things. Which, no, dumbass. what about Ben Shapiro? I mean, he does the same bullshit that she does and is about as unattractive as it gets. And he gets more views than her.
Or bacterial vaginosis, yeast infection, or trichomonas.
Anyway, our good friend Ecom goes on to say that if you're ugly, you need to be better at editing and content creation in general. He must be fucking gorgeous then, because his editing sure is non-existent. This is a really interesting thing though, because this, in tandem with his videos about content theft, is painting an image that the only way to be successful on YouTube is by stealing content. I mean, he's trapping these people into a self-destructive mindset and then providing the solution to their fake problems.
He defecated through a sunroof.
He is manufacturing both demand and supply, like a drug dealer. But here's the weirdest part of the whole thing. What does he, Ecom Lifter, what does he gain from this? I mean, these videos can't be making that much money. Even though they're 8 minutes long, there aren't any mid-rolls, and he's not trying to sell a course or anything like that. In fact, he's trying to distinguish himself through that by saying that he's better than everyone else because he isn't charging or isn't sponsored. So what is he gaining from this? Nothing. I genuinely think that he isn't actually gaining anything from these videos. Okay, so here's my theory. You guys know Andrew Tate, the human trafficker and influencer. I mean, he did the whole Sigma thing with grinding and shit, but he was making money off of it, selling scams like Hustlers University, among other things.
100% of the people I've ever had sex with were women.
So it was for profit. He was just a con man, right? So Ecom Lifter is doing the same thing, but without the profit part. I think that Ecom is a follower of the whole Andrew Tate dumbass stuff, and he is also one of the chumps. I think that Ecom Lifter is the product of a dumb person having this horrible mindset perpetuated. He has had the ideology so deeply ingrained into his head that he thinks it makes sense. Andrew Tate is a bitch, but he's smart. I mean, he changed people, or at least enforced their pre-existing fears. So, if you're a big, fat, ugly guy, know that you have to make good shit, but you're not ugly. If you're pretty, you gotta know that you still have to make good shit, but I mean, you'll know that if you try to get by on looks. And you can make good shit. And to our good friend Ecom, maybe reevaluate your values. Maybe making money isn't what it's all about. Maybe it's about making something beautiful. Maybe it's about making something that moves others, not just about money. That's why I make videos.